Good evening, everyone. Before I begin the first pricing game recap for season 44, I've been asked by Mr. Horgan to give a moment of silence for Jackie Collins, who died at the age of 77 this past Saturday, September 19th. She was a British-American romance novelist-writer who wrote 32 novels, all of which appeared on the New York Times bestsellers list. She was also the younger sister of Joan Collins. So let's pause for a moment of silence for this. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my new introduction for the pricing game recap. Here it comes from the city of Fond du Lac in the Cheesehead state of Wisconsin. It's the fabulous Price is Right pricing game recap. And now, here is the star of the Price is Right pricing game recap, celebrating 5 years as a member of the recap team, Neil Rocks 87. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Price is Right pricing game recap for the 44th season premiere for Monday, September 21st, 2015. That's right, folks. Myself and the rest of the Pricing Game Recap team are back for yet another season of recaps for YouTube. So let's begin. Our first contestant up on stage today was Robert. He had a chance to win a Canon 18 megapixel DSLR camera with a camera bag too, modeled by my favorite model and everyone else's favorite as far as I'm concerned, Rachel Reynolds, as well as those 3 famous words everybody likes to hear on The Price is Right. In fact, I'm going to actually be able to play for you the exact music that was used to reveal this next prize. It is also, I may have failed to mention this during my introduction, it is Decades Week. Today is the 1970s. Tomorrow will be the 80s, Wednesday will be the 90s, Thursday will be the 2000s, and Friday will be the 2010s. So everything on this particular episode is 70s themed, because The Price is Right did start in 1972. So we saw many, in fact, all the games played on this show were games that were introduced on the show in sometime within the 1970s. So I mentioned the first prize. That was a Canon 18 megapixel DSLR camera with bag. That was modeled by Rachel. As well as a new car! This was a Scion TC that came with standard equipment plus floor mats, paint and fabric protection, Scion security system, and car cover modeled by Manuela Arbelides. Robert was playing the oldest pricing game on the show. That's right, folks. Robert is playing any number. The first number in the price of the Scion TC was 2. For his first choice, he chose the 1, and that was third number in the piggy bank. He next chose the 0. That was second number in the camera. For his third choice, he went with 2. That was second number in the price of the car. He next chose the 7. That was the 5th number in the price of the car. Next, he chose the 9. That was 3rd number in the camera. For his next choice, he chose 4. That was 2nd number in the piggy bank. Gotta be careful. Next, he chose 5. The 5 was the 1st number in the piggy bank. He wins $5.41. The actual retail price of the camera was $609, and the car was $22,387. He does win $5.41, so we will mark that as a consolation win. That's not right. My first mistake of season 44, right off the bat. And just for that... Alright. Our next contestant up on stage was Kanisha, I believe is the way that's pronounced. She had a chance to win a Beachcomber hot tub, a bamboo tiki bar, a Margaritaville frozen concoctions maker, and 6 margarita glasses, all of which was modeled by James O'Halloran. A bonus worth $12,574. That's right, folks. I said bonus, which can only mean one thing. Kanisha is playing the 2nd oldest pricing game. That would be the bonus game. Her first small prize on the board was a Cooper fondue pot. Priced at $30. She believed that was higher. The actual retail price was higher. It was $65. Next was a Conair wet dry hair styler. Priced at $75. Kanisha believed that was lower. It was $42. It was lower. Next was a portable sewing machine. Priced at $150. She believed it was higher. It was $119. So, that was her first mistake, but she has one more shot at this. Last but not least was a popcorn popper. Priced at $59, she believed it was lower. The actual retail price was $35. Alright, let's review. If the bonus is in the first window, she wins. If it's in the second window, she wins. If it's in the third window, she loses. But if it's in the fourth one, she wins. When it came time to light up the board, it turned out that the bonus was in window number 1. She had it from the very beginning. She won a grand prize total with small prizes of $12,716. That was an awesome win. Alright, our next contestant was Nancy. She joined Drew at the giant price tag to play the next game. She had a chance to win a trip to... God, I hope I can say this. Cascais, Portugal. I hope I'm saying that right. This was for 6 nights at the Villa Vasco da Gama. This was modeled by Manuela. Interesting note here. We are not using the large monitors like we usually use for trips. No. They are actually using the old school trip skins like we used to see back in the day. Just a smaller version, obviously, because we are at the giant price tag. Now, what game could she possibly be playing? If you guys have seen the first episode, you probably know which game it is. She's playing the 3rd oldest pricing game. That's right, folks. Double prices. at the giant price tag. Vintage Price is Right. Nancy chose the high price of $12,502 instead of the lower price of $9,836. And when it came time to reveal the actual retail price, it turned out to be $9,386. Well, that's our first half. Imagine what's going to be coming up in the second half. Contestant number 4 was Connie. Now here's something interesting. The very first contestant on The Price is Right in 1972 was named Connie. That's pretty cool. This Connie had a chance to win a Samsung stainless steel 3-door French door refrigerator freezer, which was modeled by Manuela, plus $2,000 in organic groceries modeled by James O'Halloran. A prize package worth $5,299. Connie is playing one of my personal favorite pricing games, Grocery Game. And an interesting note, the Grocery Game sign was not present on the turntable. And I believe it was done this way on purpose, because in the early days, Grocery Game didn't have a sign. And as usual, Rachel Reynolds was operating the cash register. Yes. First, she chose the Nestle Toll House cookie dough. She decided to buy 2 of those. Each one was $3.99. 2 of those totaled $7.98. She is now, let me see here, I didn't write it down. 13.02 away from $21 by my math in my head. I believe that's right. Yeah, that sounds right. $13.02 away from $21. I could be wrong on that. I hope I'm not. So that's pretty simple math right there. But anyway, her next choice was the Farmland Hickory Smoked Bacon. She decided to buy 2 of those. Each one was $7.99. 2 of those totaled $15.98 for a grand total of $23.96, and it's game over. Now, I didn't mark down the remaining products, but I believe the theme for Grocery Game was using the same items they used the very first time they played it on episode number 2. From what I saw on the table, it looked a lot like the ones used in episode 2. Alright, our next contestant was Andrea. She had a chance to win several prizes. In fact, I can play for you the exact song that they used for this, which really didn't fit it, but I'm going to do it anyway. She had a chance to win a Stern Pinball Star Trek Pro pinball machine, which was modeled by Rachel, a Golden West Billiards pool table, that was modeled by James, a Sony PlayStation 4 with accessories and 3 games, that was also modeled by Rachel, and an LG 55-inch 3D LED TV modeled by James. Andrea was playing Squeeze Play. Now, here's something to note about Squeeze Play. They actually, not only were they playing it at the giant price tag, like it originally was the first few years they played it on the show, but they actually repainted it the original color scheme, the old school light blue and white. Not too bad. I like the silver version. I thought that looked okay, but it's nice to see the blue and white version back. Okay, for Squeeze Play today, the price displayed was not $172,830. Thank God, because that's way overpriced. Andrea decided to remove the 7, making a price of $12,830. And when it came time to reveal the actual retail price, it turned out to be $12,830. We have another winner. Excuse me. Alright, our 6th and final contestant was Alfredo. He had a chance to win. That's right, folks. It's time for another one. A new car! He was playing for a Mitsubishi Mirage DE modeled by Rachel, a prize worth $15,060. Alfredo is playing Cliffhangers. Cliffhangers for a car. This is gonna be awesome. Alright. The first small prize was the vintage Simon game from Milton Bradley. He believed that was $15. Was he right? No, he wasn't. Alright, Yoli guy, on your way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and he stopped. The price of the Simon game was $25. Next was a lava lamp. Alfredo believed it was $29. Was he right? Alright, he's already up to step number 10. He can go 15 more. Let's see how far he goes. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and he stopped. The price was $35. And last but not least was the Hamilton Beach Slow Cooker. Alfredo believed the price was $48. Is Alfredo right? Yes, he is! He got it exactly right! Yoli guy didn't go any further. That was an awesome win. So we had 3 pricing games, one to start off season 42, oh my god. It's season 44, not season 42. Okay. 3 price games were one to start season 44. Those were Double Prices, Squeeze Play, and Cliffhangers. Wait a minute, that's not right either. I have to say, I was in a hurry to do my notes. Double Prices was not one. Okay. There was Bonus Game, Squeeze Play, and Cliffhangers. That's what we had won. Plus, we gave away a total of $2,005.41 today. $1,005.41 won by Robert in any number and in the first Showcase Showdown. And Alfredo also won $1,000 in the second Showcase Showdown. Now, on to the showcases. Top winner was Alfredo, and runner-up was Robert. Now, they didn't use these songs today, but it is the 1970s, and let's play some vintage showcase music, shall we? Showcase number 1 featured a gold-colored 12-inch MacBook, which was modeled by Rachel and Manuela. A trip to New York City, which was displayed at door number 4, as well as the MacBook. This was for 6 nights at the Staybridge Suites in Times Square. And last but not least, a Volkswagen Beetle. That was modeled by James O'Halloran. Alfredo passed the showcase to Robert. Robert bid $30,521. Now for showcase number 2. First up was a turntable, a 4K receiver, headphones, and 10 vintage vinyl records. Very 70s-ish. That was modeled by everyone, Rachel, Manuela, and James. A trip to Miami, Florida, for 6 nights Intercontinental at Doro, Miami. That was modeled by Manuela. And last but not least, a Chevy Camaro 1LT that came with steering equipment plus compact spare tire, cargo net, and paint and fabric protection, which was modeled by Rachel. Alfredo bid $33,500 on his showcase. For the reveal, Drew went to Alfredo first. He bid $33,500 on his showcase. Actual retail price, $36,985, a difference of $3,485. Last but not least for Robert, he bid $30,521. Actual retail price, $31,541, a difference of $1,020. Robert is our showcase winner. He won a grand total of $33,986 in prizes today. Congratulations. Promotional consideration for this edition of the Price is Right Pricing Game Recap is brought to you by something I thought was very appropriate for Decades Week. Spoiler alert, it has the name Decades in it. Ha! The Price is Right Decades for Nintendo Wii. So, that will do it for this edition of the recap. I will be handling all Monday episodes this season, or at least most Monday episodes. I am working with the recap team in case I am not available. And as per the last couple seasons, if I can't get to the recap right away, please bear with me on that. Also, as far as the rest of this week is concerned, I'm Just 64 Shirt will be doing tomorrow's recap. That will be the episode for the 1980s. Sports Guy 528 will be doing Wednesday. That will be the 90s show. He has to do that because he was born in the 90s, and I can't blame him for that. Thursday we'll see the return of Mr. Horgan. He will be doing the 2000s episode. He chose that one because he started doing the pricing game recaps at the very end of the 2000s decade. And for Friday, the 2010 episode will belong to Jay Van Diesel. And in fact, on Friday, we will be seeing a brand new pricing game debut. So, I believe, from what I heard, it's called Vendo Price. I don't know anything about it, so we'll just have to wait and see. Also, Jay Van Diesel has agreed to handle most Friday episodes this season. So, it's nice to see that we're all getting back working together and taking charge. I know Mondays don't work for Mr. Horgan, which is why I decided most Monday episodes will be handled by me. I know I slacked off quite a bit last season, and it's time to step it up a bit. So thank you for watching. This is NeoRox87. I'll see you next Monday for another Pricing Game Recap.